Hello everybody, my name is George and today we're gonna build my favorite World War II tank, the Mighty Mouse. So I do not know how familiar you are with the World War II technology, so I'm gonna make some brief introduction to the tank. I was not familiar with Germany's and all other nations' tanks for World War II. The World of Tanks got me into it, and I found out about the Mouse, which was like the biggest, heaviest, most armored tank for the war. It was planned to be built in quantity about 140, but British Air Forces found about that, and they bombed the factories in which the tanks were built, and only two of them was finished. Actually, one of them was finished. The second one was only the hull. And when the Russians invaded the Germany, they found the tank, and right now one of them is residing in the museum in Russia. So let's start the building process by making tracks for our tank. As you can see, I'm using paper which is covered with the duct tape from one side, which is going to give it some sturdiness, as paper will tear apart quite easily if there is some strain. Here I am flattening up a narrow part of clay, which is going to be the track part overlapping the paper. The thing here is that Mouse had quite a wide tracks, about third of the width of the tank was tracks, to be honest, and I want a real nice wide huge tracks. For that I'm using this quite a wide paper. As you can see, the technique is quite easy. You are going to attach the clay part on the paper itself and then keep on going. The distance in between them is not going to be big. You can go as much as you want, but I went about 1 or 2 millimeters. Some places it was bigger because of inconsistency, but I need not very wide parts, as it's not going to be nice looking. So here you can see my track sections. You can attach them whenever you want, but right now I'm going to determine with them the actual scale of the tank, the width of the Mouse tank, as it's going to be at the end. On the left side you can see the track portions, which are made from steel wire. They are going to be the base of the middle wheels on the tracks. As you can see, this is the half portion. They are going to be attached together like something like this, and the actual Mouse had 3 of them on one side, like here, like here, and here. So actually there are going to be 6 of those portions, and I need about 12 those kind of wires, and then I'm going to use this middle again steel wire, which is going to be the base, and attach those little wire parts on them, and this is going to make the base for the middle wheels. So this is the wheel base, finished version of it. And how it's gonna work? Well, I'm gonna use cardboard or some plastic to roll them inside those 12 parts and make small wheels, which are going to be the middle ones, and those are going to be the small part, and they are going to be in contact with the ground and the tracks. So this is the reinforced version of the middle base. I have used cardboard and duct tape to fasten them quite hard together, sandwiched the pieces together in order to make it sturdier and do not let it to move independently. So this is the attached version with the front and back wheels at the same time. Those are all the wheel parts you're gonna need for the tank. As you can see, the base for the front and back wheels are moving itself, and for the middle parts the wheels are going to be moving itself. So wheels are going to be attached like dead on the front and back bases, and the base itself is going to roll, and for the middle parts the wheels are going to roll. So here is the test version of the moving parts for the tank. You should agree that this looks like a modern, fast-moving track base thing. Let me take this off to let you see the wheels itself. Here are the wheels. I have used my insulation material in order to make them, but for the middle parts I have also used the pins, just the pins, round pen tubes. I have cut them out in the size and then squeezed them into those steel wires and then bend back them to secure them on the location. And after that I have wrapped the insulation materials onto the tubes itself, so it moves quite freely. The bottom and the front and the back parts are dead on attached to the wire itself, so the base is moving, and that makes the whole thing roll. As you can see, the attachment is quite tricky, but you will get used to it. It is quite tricky to adjust the track size as well. You will have to make some measurements where to cut and where to attach them together, but in the end it's not going to be as hard as it looks like. And right now all the moving parts are done, and we are going to make the base and then sculpt on it. So here's the base for the tank. It looks like the tank itself even right now, and it is made from plastic boards. Unfortunately I had not one solid piece to cut out the actual sizes, so I had to attach several of them together in order to make this form. And now I'm going to use cardboard and the same plastic to make the turret itself. So this is the turret. As you can see, I have made it attached to the hull by making the round shaped plastic attached to the hull itself and going through the turret. In actual tanks it is vice versa, but I have no space inside the hull to do that, so it's gonna look, it's going to work like this as well. So this is the finished version of the finished turret. Look at those magnificent caliber sizes. No, it's not the finished, but it is finished frame for the turret. As you can see, it's filled up with the paper to make it sturdier. And right now I'm going to use some more paper to wrap it around the wire and make it thicker and look like a real mouse cannon. So here you can see that I have finished the clay attachment process on the turret itself, also making the gun. It's finished, and also I have started attaching the clay onto the hull. The reason for covering the whole tank with the clay is quite simple. First, it's that I want to cover up the attachment sites on the plastic boards, and the second reason is that the paint is going to stick onto the clay better than onto the plastic and the duct tape. So this is the all over covered version with the tank. I just have not polished it out yet, but at this stage I was really very happy with this. It looks like a tank very much. You can see that I have painted the tracks into the gray, distinctive gray color, which is more like familiar for the World War II tanks of the German line. And also I'm going to cover the whole tank into this color. Right now I am going to like polish it out and then add some details and then just paint it, and it will be done. So here is the polished version of the tank. Also I have added the mandelet part in the front of the turret as well. Also finished up the back portion, and the front portion is polished as well. And right now I'm going to add some details with the tank, and I will be ready to paint it. So this is the finished detailed version for the tank model. I have added the machine gun in front of the gun mandelet, also added some engine deck details. The top portion is filled with the cupolas, viewports and hatches and different kind of details, and it is ready for the painting process. So this is the finished look. I'm really very happy with this result, especially with the crest. I have painted it on using very narrow brush, black and white colors. it can roll. It looks like a real model, a real purchased model of a tank. And the thing is that it's not that hard to get this kind of tank. It's not like a very hard job to do, and it's not taking so much clay as well. It looks like a really massive tank, but actually there are 4, maybe even 3 blocks of clay, not more. This is achieved due to the surface, which was still polished using those plastic materials. It was already flat, and I didn't use much of the clay, and I have took it out in the covering section, and yeah, it looks quite nice for me. You can always go to my Facebook page and see this and other pictures of this and my previous projects. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I enjoyed making it. If so, please feel free to check out my previous projects. You can see my Bane mask on the screen right now, and also consider looking at my Abrams tank review. Have a nice day and goodbye.